Hello everyone, how are you doing? Let me make sure that we are in good frame. Okay, we are good. So what is going on with you all? It is Saturday night and I just want to do some journaling and stuff. I got a pile of stuff on my desk. It's crazy. But anyway, I was working on this journal and I want to share with you what I have done thus far. Okay, so right here, let me just do this. There we go. I got a ribbon. All right, two of them actually. Okay, so what I did was I had a stack of stuff on my desk that I wanted to deal with. And I made some changes in my stash and my collection. And I was like, there's too much here. I need to make some changes. And so that's what I did. And I should have filmed it, but I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of boring to me. I don't like that. All right, so we're gonna have to we'll put something here. I can actually probably scrape it right off. All right, I'm not sweating it. So I made this, I put this in here, and I put in some pages. Let's get, ooh. Okay. All right, so I did this. Oh my gosh, and I'm not gonna lie, when I look at, it looks so dark. Okay, so I don't have that other light on either. I got two lights I could turn on. All right, so I put this here, and here I put a birthday card, and then and I wrote why I kept the card. I wrote why I kept this card, and I put that on there. All right, so that's that. So I haven't decided what I want to do on here yet. I do know that I kind of wanted this to be a Dutch door, but I haven't figured out what I'm going to put here to make it a Dutch door. Let's see. Don't know what I'm going to write in here. But this was from another book, and I didn't want the book, so I just tore the pages out, used as a tip-in. So as you can see, I got some stuff here that I want to do, but I'm trying to figure out, you know, what I want to put here to create that Dutch door. This was birthday resolutions. This was stuff based on that card that my neighbor gave me. So that worked out really good. Okay, so we have some more of these pretty pandas that came from another book that I tipped in because I was just like not gonna get rid of these at all. And then I started a Dutch door, and see if you guys can see everything. Okay, yep, you can see. So I kind of was working on that, and I just glued on these cards. And let me see here. I don't want to put my scissors away with any glue on them. All right, so that was what I did. Oops. And let's see here. So I glued these cards down. I glued this down, and I probably need to fix that. And so I used my punchy thing and I rounded these edges and I made that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one just yet. And then we have some more pandas and stuff. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. Let me do something about this TV. Alright, we were watching Murder by Death. It's an old Mel Brooks, I think, comedy from the 70s. So I'm liking how this turned out. I'm really liking, I don't know, this gives me this Victorian feel. It makes me feel like London, something London-like. I was looking for something that I could add on here really quick, but oh gosh, I see my light just went out. All right, but I'm thinking we got the brown and we got the blue. So how are y'all doing? How is your weekend? All right, I think I'm gonna put this lady, I think I'm gonna put, I'm not sure which one I wanna use. Honestly, it really doesn't matter, but because I'm not putting her in my stash. I need to get this sorted out and put it in my stash. Nope. Okay, let's put her there. And let's keep going with this. Do we want this? Oh wow, I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Because there it looks like she's outside and this is a couch for inside. So maybe, let me see if I can turn this light up, make it brighter. All right. All right. Let's see if you can see. Okay. So I'm thinking I could put that chair right there. And I could put that right. No. That's not gonna look good. Wow. All right, so let's do that and have the chair like coming off the edge. All right, I'm good with that. But I did cut off a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Sticker surgery, y'all. Sticker surgery. Let's see. We're gonna let it go. When we gotta spend too much time on there, we're gonna let it go. All right, so I'm put that there. And let's see, what about, let's put the tea and the teapot on here as well. So how is your weekend? I hope that y'all are doing good. I hope that y'all had a weekend that was filled with all the right things, that everything went your way this weekend. for me, I had a pretty good weekend. I visited my neighbor, hung out with her and with Kane and Samson, her dog and her cat. Let's see, we had fun. Just, you know, enjoying each other's company. Let's see, what if we put her right there, like that? And okay, yeah, I can do with that. So that was nice. Hubs, he had a hard day at work, of course, and I was really upset about that. You know, just really sorry. That I don't like it when, like, I have a good day and then he comes home and he has a bad day, because now we're in two separate moods, you know. But he did get to play a little bit of video games, so, and watch some of his shows that he likes to watch, so that was good. Let's see, what else? I just realized I hadn't done anything in a while. I'm liking this. What are you guys thinking? I couldn't see if you guys, let me get up and look. Oh. All right, yeah. So you guys could see that. All right, so I was having a fit for nothing. All right, what you couldn't see was what I was doing on the bottom. So that's what you weren't able to see. And I apologize for that. But you can see it now. So we have this here and we have this here. So I apologize for that. And I'm liking how this turned out. So yeah, this looks pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna lift you up just a little, because the last time I was filming, I had something that was small. And I like, this is a good length for me when I'm sitting, because I can see, and then if it's just a matter of me remembering to move up and down, you know. So here we go. But you still can't see below here. All right, so there it is under there. And we have some questions here. Name your favorite childhood memory, and recalling, you know, a moment when you were surprised by joy. Who is someone younger than you who you admire? All right, so let's add some things here. We can add this coffee. We can add this flower. Let's see. We can add the flower. Oops. Up just a little higher. Okay. I'm digging that. All right, so we have one more flower here that we can put in. So on that note, right there, I think I'm liking that so far. All right, let me plug in my thing, so hold on. Okay guys, I am back. Whew, I just had a really interesting moment. I stood up and I got so nauseous and I felt faint. And I was like, oh my gosh, girl, what's going on with you? You've been doing so good. Why now? So I've been gone for quite a while. Wow. I'm tired of this. But it hasn't happened in so long, y'all. I'm serious. I'm telling you the truth. So I'm shocked. I'm shocked that it happened. All right, let me sit down. Oh, man. Whew. I didn't think I was going to be able to finish this video tonight. All right. So we did this. We put this together. And I'm going to put a long box right here. If you are still with me, thank you. I appreciate it. I apologize that you guys could not see what I was doing in the back. I mean, not in the back, you know, down here, that you couldn't see me putting that down. I'm glad that you stuck with me. You knew I would find out sooner or later. At least you know, because I wouldn't post a video where there was stuff, so much stuff, that you guys could not see. But y'all, that nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm not lying. I bumped into the wall just trying to go out into the kitchen, you know. And so I'm gonna drink some. All right. That actually needs some lemon juice in it. Real bad. Oh my Lord. When I get up, the next time, that's what this is gonna get. So I did some thinking, y'all, to figure out what could have caused this to happen. And then I realized, like, how much have you eaten today? You know? How much have I eaten? So after backtracking while I was gone, I realized that I had a headache in the back of my head where my hair clip was. You know how you pin your hair up and put it in that hard hair clip? That the clip was causing me to have a headache in the back of my head. Okay, I felt that, but the nausea and the headache, they work together. So I took that out, and I was going to take some Emmetrol, but my Emmetrol expired a year ago. Normally I would just take it anyway, but I don't know, I just decided against it. And I just said, let me see if I can fix myself without taking anything. You know, in the past, if I eat carbs, that nausea will go away. So Gary had some crumbs in the bag of his late July chips. And they were just crumbs in the bottom of the bag. And I just put some crumbs in my mouth. And I drank some juice. You know, zero sugar juice. And I just gulped it down really fast. And then I just tried to walk around the house to get my equilibrium to like level out. And then I turned on the fan, and I started to feel a little bit better. The candle tonight is my birthday gift, which is juicy watermelon. I might have had that burning too much, you know, because that's toxins. Maybe that contributed to it as well. So I'm turning that off. But it's been a long time since I had one of those nausea, like want to pass out spells. So I'm just really thinking hard. What did you do different today? You know? my friend called me when I was in the middle of dinner, and I put my dinner aside to go see her. So I went over to the neighbor's house, and I might have just went too long without food. You know, maybe that had played a part in it, but when I came home, I ate, you know. So I'm thinking that more than anything, it was not getting enough nutrients and vitamins today, and doing too much stuff, and then having the hair clip that every time I wear it, if I wear it too long, I get headaches, and those headaches always have nausea. I think all of that together played a part in it. All right, but I'm feeling better at this moment, and that's what's important, so we can finish this video. All right, so I think this is looking good. And sometimes me looking up to make sure that you guys can see everything, and then looking back down and then looking up also contributes too. All right, so here's that. So I just like to make sure. All right, so here's the next page, and let us look and see what else we can use. Whew. So that was a little bit of a scare. We already had the white. Let's look and see what we got. Black. We have purple. Yellow and orange. So there's no blue, dark blue. So I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with, see that blue doesn't match. So I'm chewing gum. If that bothers you, oh my gosh, I apologize. I will try not to smack my gum, but that gum does help with nausea. Let me see. All right, let's. All right, let's do the black, because there really is no dark blue. Nope, sure isn't. All right. Okay. So we're gonna use this girl here, and we're just gonna put her right there. Oops. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get her up without some work. There we go. So I hope that you guys are having a good weekend. I hope that life is treating you good. Today was a very good, productive day for me. I fed the squirrels, I fed the birds, I spent time at the window, and I could spend as much time as I wanted because the weather was cool I had my elbow, my padding on the floor and my padding on the windowsill, so I was comfortable and I could spend time with the Lord, and it was good. It was really good. Let's see what else. I got my housework done and made dinner, spent time with my neighbor and her dog, spent time with, ran into some other neighbors and their dogs, and that was nice to see. Spent time with Samson, the cat. You know, I love my Sammy. So it was a really good day. I don't know if this is really a good thing, but we're gonna go with it. Let's see what else. The one thing that I didn't get to do that I wanted to do is watch a movie, and that is, it's, I don't know, I still might be able to, but I doubt it. But I wanted to watch a movie. All right, so where is my thingy thing? All right, so that was one thing. What else? I caught up on some of my watch later videos. And so we're gonna put her right there. And let's see. So yeah, guys, so today was a very good, productive day. The only thing is that I did not eat enough fat today. I did high protein, but I don't think I ate enough fat. I'm sure of it, you know, but if you're not hungry, you're not hungry, right? But, so anyway, the week was good as far as my, health journey. I was able to stick to the plan, and I was able to, get myself back from, you know, recovering from the garbage that I ate for like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks during my birthday. Because I didn't see any movement on the scale, and I was bloated, and I was like, you know, I can tell that I've been eating junk, you know. I purposely knocked myself out of ketosis so that I could give myself that freedom, you know, to enjoy myself. And that was fine. That was dandy. You know, I planned it all really well. But I just didn't like how I was feeling, you know. And it was like, maybe I need to take a laxative, you know. Maybe I need to just do a real deep cleanse. You know, maybe I'm not getting enough sleep, but it was just really, it was just dirty keto. Okay, so I said, okay, it's over. Then there's a new week, and we are ready to start a new phase in our keto journey, and let's go in it full force. And I was like, no egg fast. I was like, I'm not doing anything like drastic, but I just want to tighten up, clean up, get back on track without doing anything, you know, strenuous like an egg fast. And to my surprise, I got on the scale, and I bought a new scale, as a matter of fact. I have 2 scales now, one analog and one digital. And just to have, you know, just to have as a backup. I'm gonna save her. I'm gonna put her in my stash. So I got on the scale, 3 pounds down in 1 week. Less than 1 week, because it will be a week. Monday will make it a week. So yeah, 3 pounds down in less than 1 week. And I feel better. I'm more regular. I'm not bloated, you know, and it's like, yes, you know, my stomach hasn't been this flat in a long, long, long time. Because I'm always bloated, you know, so it's discouraging. It's upsetting. So yeah, I was like, you know, we really got to be careful what we put in our bodies, because I'm telling you, you know, it will definitely haunt us when we don't feed our body what it needs. Our body will react, and when it reacts, it is not a good thing. So I was happy to see that progress. I was happy to see that my efforts had paid off, and I had upped my workouts. So my workouts I've been, you know, changed up. Instead of being inside on the tread climber, I was outside, going up and walking up and down hills, doing my, you know, because the weather is working in my favor. So I don't have to work out inside. So that was a nice change up. So thank you, Jesus. I mean, that, like, literally, I just literally, you know, I thank Jesus, because he can make it happen. All right, so this is going to go right here. Yes, indeed it is. So I am grateful for that. Got a little wrinkle here. So today, like I said before, I don't know, I might not have said it before. Today is my day where I get to go on the edge, where my carb count is going to be a little bit higher. It's like a treat day, but not a cheat day. And then tomorrow is a treat day, but a lot less. You know what I mean? A lot less. So when I say treat, that just means I'm going to eat a whole Atkins bar. That's all that is. 3 tablespoons of Rebel ice cream. That's all it is. That's what the treat is. But today's treat, I had a lot more. Let's see. We're gonna put, I think we're gonna leave it right there, because I still need to have a place to write. So here's that. I'm just so grateful that I'm feeling better. Oh my gosh, y'all, it was so scary. You know, that nausea and that headache, it was just so scary. Whoop, wrong pen. Oh my gosh, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to finish this video. I am sick. You know, but that's what happens to me. It's just something that I've had to deal with, you know, for quite some time. But it's just, it hasn't happened in so long that I just didn't expect it. But I'm feeling better now. And once we are done here, I am definitely going to lay down. You know, dinner is cooked, the house is tidied and cleaned and for the day, and we're good. We are good. So there's that. And I want something right up there, and then we're done. So yeah. So thank the Lord, thank the Lord, thank the Lord, thank the Lord. But I still have a long way to go on my wellness journey. And I always say, girl, you had no business gaining this weight in the first place. But I gotta tell myself, you know what? That is not helping the situation. You know how sometimes you think, woulda, shoulda, coulda, or what if? You know, what if? You know? Alright, so I'm gonna put this right here. And I'm good with that. Right there. And I'm gonna do that right there because I didn't want to cut that off. Alright, now we are done. What do you guys think? Okay, for this Dutch door. Where's that black pen? I think that is all for tonight. Y'all, what did I do with the black pen? That is crazy. I guess I put it back where it belonged. I guess I did. Okay. Alright, let me just make sure that you guys can see. Alright, I'm gonna get up. Because I gotta dump this trash anyway. Okay, so let's see. There we go. So here's the bottom. And here's the top. And I'm liking this. I'm liking how this turned out. And I'm liking this. And there's the bottom. So in our next video, we will work on this page. I would like to do it now because we're only at 37 minutes. But, y'all, y'all, I just don't know. This old gal is like really fragile right now. But other than that, I can't complain. Life is good. Life is very good for me. And I don't want to complain. I don't have any reason to complain. You know, I'm very, very grateful. I'm grateful to be feeling better in my body. I'm grateful, you know, that things are moving smoothly, because we had a situation where my credit card information was stolen and we were able to catch it in time. So I had to get a new debit card, and I had to get, I had to update some information, and it went smoothly. You know, we handled everything efficiently. Thank you, Jesus. And we've got our new cards, and we're even getting an extra card. And I'm grateful. God worked it out. The Lord is good, and He helped me out in the situation, and I didn't have to stress. And we've updated our information, made some changes. Mostly everything now is through PayPal. Changed a lot of passwords. And so everything looks good. Let's see. I deleted some apps on my phone. And what else did I do? I redecorated my phone, you know, the screen, the apps and stuff. It was time for a change. Changed the screen cover and did all of that, so that felt good. What else did I do? What else? Oh, I know. How could I forget this? This is the elephant in the room. I bought a new phone. Normally, I buy my phones on eBay, and I get them unlocked. for like $400 from a shop that I've trusted throughout the years. The phone that I'm filming this on is a Note 9, and I've had it since May of 2020. And this phone, y'all, has been run over by 2 vans and a car, fell flat on its face on the cement. The whole pieces of the back of the phone are gone, and I have tape holding everything together. I have 2 durable clear shields over the front, and then, you know, I keep it in a phone case where it's protected, you know, front and back. But it's been acting up on me. I could be filming and all of a sudden the camera just cuts off. I'm watching YouTube and everything just locks up. You know, phone calls freezes, you know, and I was like, you know what? It's time. But I could not find anybody that I could trust to buy a phone, an unlocked phone. I didn't feel comfortable. I felt, you know, that feeling letting me know, this times have changed, you know. And the company that I used to buy all of my unlocked cell phones for myself and for my husband, he no longer sells cell phones anymore. And I was like, oh man, you know. And I said, it's time to bite the bullet. So I bought the S25 Ultra. And it has the bigger screen. I still got my S Pen. And for $1,200. So I bought that. And let's see. I'm wanting to hold out and thinking maybe if I waited until like November when they have the, you know, Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. But I'm thinking what I'll do is at that time, if they have a really, really good cyber sale, then I'll get my husband a new phone because he needs one too. But he didn't need it like I did. You know, my livelihood depends on that phone. You know, I pay the bills. I handle everything through that phone. So it's something that is essential, you know. And I mean, yeah, I have a tablet, I have a Chromebook, I have a PC. But the phone, it's with me all the time. You know what I mean? Unless like I'm in the bedroom and I go to the bathroom or, well, no, I take the phone in the bathroom. But you know what I mean? Like you might be in a different room in your house, you know. And so with that being said, you know, I really want everything on that phone, you know, because my tablet is just for certain stuff only. My Chromebook for certain stuff only. The phone is for everything. And we rarely even use the PC. I need to go make sure it's updated. I used to turn it on every month to make sure it was updated. And I haven't done it this month or last month. So, you know, I mean, none of us actually sit at the desk out in the living room and use the PC. We really don't. So, we'll see. Hopefully, I will probably still film on this phone. So that way, I can have my phone and then just use this for filming and uploading. But when this phone dies, and believe me, y'all, it will die. When it dies, that's when I'll use either my tablet to film or I will use my new phone. And it'll probably be my new phone. I'm not going to, this won't even stretch for a tablet, so. Alright, so I think I showed you that. So that's it. That's what's going on with me, y'all. I hope you like this spread. I like it. I think it came out pretty good. And I am like, this paper is, let's see, how can I say it? I was saying this paper is okay to do a Dutch door because it's kind of thick. But then you have this type of paper, and this is thinner. So this, I don't recommend doing a Dutch door, but if you're just gonna do washi strip Dutch door, this is fine, because you're not, you know what I mean? It's okay, because you're just cutting the paper down straight down. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to use this for. I don't know yet, but I am going to use it for something. I just don't know. And this one right here, I've had this for ages, and I do mean ages, and this just needs to come off of here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Okay, so we didn't do, alright, we did not do August. What? So I did renewal, patience, war. Okay, for August, we're going to do growth. And then for September, we're going to do progress. Growth, progress, kind of the same thing. And appreciation. Gratitude. How can you not do gratitude? In December, revival. Alright. So, I'm cool with that. And this book right here, I think that is so ugly. I did this years ago. Oh my gosh, this is so old. Oh Lord, y'all, this is years. Oh man. Oh my goodness, y'all. So what do you think? Like, should I tear this out? Seriously. This is just the worst thing ever. I don't know, but I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me. And be good to yourself. Love yourself. Because self-care is not selfish. Bye, y'all.